Welcome back.
Welcome
everyone.
back.
Those of you that still remain.
Those who are still here. But good, I need some help and some advice. And I need your viewers' help as well. And your streamers' help as well. I need everybody's help for this one. My fire department is doing a chili cook-off on March 9th. And I am trying to somehow figure out a way to live stream the event.
Okay.
And I need some assistance from you and advice on how to do that.
The best way to do it is with, I mean, okay.
Because I don't have a, I need like a Drew, but I don't have a Drew. So what do I do to get like a wireless video and mic setup that's not going to break the bank so I can run around and actually interview people? Like, I don't know where to start with this.
Well, you could probably just use like either the Twitch app or the Streamlabs app on your phone. But what Chad does, do you have a do you have like a do you have like a note, like any kind? Do you have a laptop?
Yes. So let me tell you what my plan was first, because I'm wondering if this is kind of where you're going to go, and if it is, that's good because I need some advice on how to do it. I have some like security cameras I can set up in their IP cameras and pull them up in different VLC windows, and I could set them up in places if I could switch to camera views and just be switching to a scene that showed a different view of the camera that's on at the time, so I can get a couple different static scenes. But I was going to stream from a laptop using OBS. There's a program that I can also hook up, I think, my Android phone to wirelessly kind of get it connected to be a camera as well. But I don't know if that... Is that what Chad does?
I think he uses a GoPro plugged directly into his... Windows Surface PC.
A GoPro.
I think he uses a GoPro.
Okay. I guess I could.
But that wouldn't.
But that's just gonna give you the same thing. I could get a USB video.
Yeah.
Camera for
and then like what he does is he just has that tethered to his phone so that he can just move around.
So how
he has it on a backpack.
But what? How does he get the audio? Is it all through his phone?
It's through whatever camera he's using. I'm not sure what camera he's using. I don't know if he's using his phone as the camera, or if he's using... Why did I come up here? Oh, yeah, for food. I don't know what he's using for his camera. That's what I can't remember. But it's all in one. Whatever he's using, it's all included in that. So,
and then the trickier thing... Because I feel the cooking of the chili and stuff I can kind of deal with. Inside we have good Wi-Fi coverage. Set up the laptop, streaming OBS, have a way to switch between some cameras. I can have my phone, hopefully using it as a microphone if it's good enough. Because otherwise I need to find out how to get a wireless camera or mic there. And that's where I'd struggle. I guess I could theoretically run around with the laptop and just plug it in when I'm sitting there doing commentary from... one place and have like a Yeti.
Yeah, you should ask Chad how he gets his audio.
Ask Chad how he does that. And then the other thing is they're also going to be doing drills outside, like with the engine that I'd love to switch to. I don't get Wi-Fi coverage there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, using your phone for the data.
But then you have to, every time I would bounce back and forth, I'd either be running with my phone and you would just see one continuous stream of video, or...
Yeah.
Or I'd have to stop and start the stream every time I wanted to go, like, look it outside, right? Here, I'm picking it up from my phone again now versus...
Right. Yeah, either you're going to be running it out or...
Or how did Seb try to set up that one thing that didn't work for us for the last marathon that we did? Where we just all logged into one server.
That was a server rebroadcasting, basically. So you're not broadcasting to Twitch, you're broadcasting to a server that's broadcasting to Twitch. So it's already broadcasting to Twitch, and then we're broadcasting to that server.
Do you think can you do that from the Twitch app?
No.
Oh. I was like, that would be perfect.
No, if I could get the Twitch app's going to broadcast to Twitch.
You can't tell it to go broadcast to this different server instead.
No.
Damn. Because that would be pretty sweet. And then I could just like jump in and out with the phone when I wanted to run outside, running on my Wi-Fi, or not on Wi-Fi on the data plan. I just have it start broadcasting to that stream.
Yeah.
I have to get this thing figured out. But I want people to come over to watch the chili cook-off on the live stream as well, because part of the incentive of it is to, you know, show it, have a good time, but also to get donations and raise money for the fire station.
Right.
So,
if you use a Streamlabs app instead of Twitch app, then you can set where you're broadcasting to.
really? So I need to find out about this rebroadcasting software as well.
It's just a
RTLS?
No, RTMP server.
Oh, an RTMP
maybe?
server?
I think that's the.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I do remember being an RTMP server. I remember we had problems probably because he was set up over in Seattle and we were, you know,
right. That was the issue.
East Coast.
It's
so
the
we had to
distance
stop
we were
using it.
broadcasting to him.
Yeah,
but
but if
his
I'm just setting it up
server
kind of
wasn't
local,
great either.
Yeah, I would just be setting mine up local. Hell, I could probably set up the RTMP server at my house because I have better internet here and stream it over to my house. I wonder if that would work.
It could, yeah.
Instead of dealing with the fire station Wi-Fi.
But doesn't a GoPro have audio?
A GoPro does have audio. My phone has audio as well, though. I mean, I don't know how good the audio is on the GoPro from a streaming perspective. But, I mean, also tethering, if my GoPro is... Because you can't, as far as I know, you can't stream with a GoPro wirelessly. Because...
The new ones you can, but yeah, the one you probably already have, probably not.
Oh, yeah, if you can on the new ones. Yeah, I do not have one that lets me do that then. And I remember that being a problem. Like, I might be able to stream from it. Like, the thing is, if I have to be tethered to my computer anyway, I might as well have my C920 webcam and my Blue Yeti just walking around with them in my hands.
Oh, God, that audio would be awful. That would be a nightmare.
The Blue Yeti?
Your Blue Yeti. Yeah, because it picks up so much background noise.
Oh,
it's a bad mic
yeah,
in
it would
terms of
definitely be a little difficult because it does pick up such. It's a really good microphone. It's just, yeah, you have to kind of have it tuned in for your environment that you're working in at the time.
Yeah, that environment that you're talking about doing this in would not work with that.
Oh yeah,
mic,
it would be pretty off the wall. And I do know streaming from my phone works fine at the fire station. Like, I've done that before many times. And if I can find a way through the Streamlabs app to run it to broadcast it to an RTMP, that might be the best way that I could possibly go about doing this. And then when I'm inside the fire station, I can just be switching between the camera views and, you know. Yeah. I wish I had a wireless mic still that didn't have the Blue Yeti problems, because I still want to go up and like interview people in the middle of it, which will be hard to do with
yeah, you'd have to buy some kind of mic or something for this. It's not something you're probably already going to have.
Yeah. Well, it's the first time we're trying to live stream it to make money, so I'll see what I can.
Well, he's already said he doesn't want to spend a lot of money. If he's going to get a wireless lav mic, he's going to spend at least $300.
Yeah, I don't want to spend $300 in a way. If if this year's a big success, I bet we can get the station to purchase it for next year if we make this a continual thing. But I don't think people understand the possibilities that live streaming can have to open up the audience to a donation set that they didn't already have. And hell, I've already done some work for this thing. Like my wife's cousin is the weather girl out here or the traffic girl out here in DC, and on one of
who is the traffic girl?
My wife's cousin.
Oh, okay.
So I reached out to her and asked her if she wanted to be a celebrity judge, and she's just told me today, great. No, I'll definitely be a celebrity judge. She's gotta clear all these things that she does as like a quote unquote celebrity with her station to make sure they're okay with it. She said that won't be a problem though. I just gotta give them the flyer or whatever the event is so they know what it is that I'm doing. And I guess when she talked to them about it to get permission, they were like, hell, this sounds great. Let's actually promote it on a day early as well. Let's do a whole segment from the fire station and drum up some business for them. So I'm already doing some
Augio,
local.
You are high if you think you can get a decent mic for that price. Sure, I mean I could buy headsets at Walmart for $3, but I don't mean the audio's worth a damn.
Wait, well, how much is he trying to say that?
He said you can buy a wireless lav mic for $50 to $70. As someone who spent a lot of times working around trying to find good lav mics and stuff, like you're not going to find a decent one for that price. No, that's not a thing.
And I actually bought recently, but I didn't buy it for live streaming purposes. I bought a Tascam audio recorder, which is really nice, but I don't think I have a way to set that up to be a live thing either. I think it's more for just recording to do post editing with.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's where I really struggle. Is there's a lot of options that exist out there for and relatively inexpensive to not be like a professional. If I wanted to do stuff that I'm recording now to, edit later. But if you're talking about live streaming, like and my problem is now you guys have spoiled us. I'm assuming my production quality is going to be the same as the marathons are, and it's not going to be anywhere near that type of quality.
Like, here's the mic, the lav mic I have.
Is it? Are you sending it in Discord?
I'm showing it to them in my webcam, and it was.
Well, hold on. Now,
it was
now,
almost
now I gotta jump into your stream,
and it's not wired. It's wired. So like, I don't know. And even this, like, what's it? This plugs in to XLR.
And I don't even have any XLR inputs.
Yeah, you're not gonna have an XLR. You'd have to have like a mini soundboard to even do something with an XLR.
Oh, you're getting shot, by the way.
Yeah, I am. Are you looking at the stream?
Yes, because I was trying to look at your mic. I wanted to see what your mic setup was. Do you use a lav mic when you're recording?
No, I never use this lav mic. This one I used to bring around to conventions. We'd use it sometimes at conventions.
Oh, gotcha.
It's an Audio-Technica one. But yeah, I never use it now. It's got a bunch of paint on the outside of the case, which probably doesn't show up in the thing. I don't know if you saw that at all.
Oh yeah, no, I'm still watching your stream. It's in the corner.
All right, well, I'm gone now. But yeah, no, the audio is one of the most difficult things to deal with, and if you're not spending the money on it, you're gonna get what you get what you pay for.
Right,
that's what it comes down to.
Well, and I don't know, like, and it doesn't need to be like super high quality production, and maybe for the most part, I will plan on stationing myself just at a like corner somewhere. Oh, by the way, I'm in a bed. Stationing myself in a corner somewhere, and just where I can watch the action, switch between cameras, and do like over commentary, kind of like we do with Sliced.
Yeah,
but I still want to run out every so often and talk to some people, and then go like the chili. Nobody wants to watch 3 hours of a chili cook-off. We're selling tickets for admission because people are going to go. The public's able to come and see the chili. Then they're going to go out back and watch people doing drills on the fire engine, and then there's the judging that happens after the chili is made, and that's like the big event. Everybody gets to eat some chili, and people judge it and stuff. But there's other things.
Are you
that
making
happen.
any? Or you're just
no. If I'm doing this, I'd just be
right. Do you normally cook?
No, there's only the second. They did this for the first time last year in March, and the reason I didn't partake was because it was the same weekend as Extra Life United. Because I was told them I wanted to try to live stream it last year, and then I was like, oh wait, never mind, I'm going to be out of town, and so I never really thought about it again.
Gotcha.
So hopefully now that I've got this out there to your Twitch fans and the people who are watching this, make sure you post this episode so that people know March 9th. If you see me go live,
my best.
Yeah, if you see me go live on March 9th, it's going to be chili cook-off from the fire station. And I got to figure out a way to get the donation stuff all set up so that it's going straight to the fire station, yet I can still track it. I might just have it come through me, and so I can track it and then just donate the final amount to the station at the end. I just need people to trust me that I'm actually doing that. Like, I feel like people would trust me. I'm part of the fire station and all.
Right? Yeah. Like, this is not one of those things where you would think people would be okay with this.
But I mean, it might be easier for some people too if it goes straight to the fire department, because then it looks like a donation as opposed to, for tax purposes.
Like if it's for tax purposes, because some people are more likely to donate more if it is a tax write-off.
Right. And my assumption is they can get a tax write-off from it if it goes to a not-for-profit organization.
Right. Yeah. But if they donated to you, they wouldn't be able to.
Right. So. Yeah. So maybe I'll just need to get added to the PayPal account and hook it up through.
Yeah.
My something so I can track it. I don't know. I got a lot of planning I need to get done in the next couple of weeks. And I'm not like ready. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this, and now that I've got the whole news channel out here getting involved now, I feel like I have to make it bigger.
Right. I feel like something's happened on that day, but I can't think of anything that actually is.
March 9th?
Yeah. So that name, every time you say the date, it like sticks out in my mind as an important date.
When is Extra Life?
That's the 19th.
Oh, 19th. Okay. That's the week after. Or week and a half after.
2 weeks later. 2 weekends later. Or whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, people, get ready. Chili cook-off.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
I mean, hopefully it'll be fun.
Oh. Can't be not fun, right?
Everything can be not fun if done just the right way. Have you never been
people are competing?
6 this year. I guess there was only 3 last year. This year there's 6. We don't really have room for any more than 6. There's only 6 burners, so you're like limited to the number of burners that we have at the station.
Right. If you were asked if I've ever been to a chili cook-off, the answer is no. Though I have not.
If you've never been to one?
No.
But you ever made chili?
Well, yeah.
You feel you make good chili?
I like my chili. But I don't put beef in it.
I mean, no meat chili can be really good.
No, I put meat in it. I just put turkey.
Oh. I mean, that's fine. It's like I said, even vegetarian chili can be really good.
Yeah. Well, shit, you had my chili recently. I mean, two different versions of chili.
That's right. You did make those two. Because wait, weren't you originally going to go vegan and then
do what? You broke up.
You were going to go vegan.
Well, I did. I made the vegan chili, and then it fucking sliced. They gave me all the ingredients to make chili, and I was like, "Well, shit, I guess I'm making chili again."
Wait, was it the vegan chili that was terrible, or was it? Well, what vegan
no, they were
did you
both
make that
okay.
turned out to be terrible?
Oh, the spaghetti. The spaghetti was awful because
spaghetti.
Like, I told him to buy a certain kind of noodles because Kurt had told me what kind of noodles to get because I don't know shit about gluten-free. The gluten-free was the problem. The vegan spaghetti was okay. The gluten-free side of it was the problem.
Stuff.
Yeah, the gluten-free noodles were awful. So yeah. But yeah, like Kurt had told me what kind to get, and like they didn't have colanders and stuff like that. And apparently, the kind that they did get, Kurt was like, "You're gonna need to rinse that a lot." And I kept trying to rinse it, but I didn't have a colander.
Yeah, it was all like milky
It looked awful, and it was like very gluey, and it was just weird. Yeah, that's why we did not eat that pasta. We went next door and got more pasta for the rest of us because that was not. Kurt and Sevenus ate it. They didn't starve, but the sauce was fine. But
they survived.
Yeah, they continued to live.
Speaking of continuing to live, I watched finished the 2nd season of Alone.
Oh, okay. So now you're gonna. Oh no, wait. 3 is.
Is 3 still Alone, or is it 4? That
yeah, 3 is still Alone. I think it's 4. Yeah, because 3 they actually go to a new location for the first time.
Okay.
And then 4 is when they're no longer alone. And then 5 is All Stars.
And not that I want spoilers, not that I want to give out spoilers. I will say that I was shocked that season 2 did not end up lasting a significant amount longer than season 1.
Yeah.
Because it definitely, like season 1, if I recall, they were down to 2 people within like 30 days, and those 2 people battled it out until the end, which was a decent time frame later.
You know what I hate is when they get to that point where they're just sitting. They just stop trying to do anything. They just sit in their thing. Like, I hate that. It's not entertaining at all. They're just waiting for one other person to go away, basically, and they're hoping they're the one that. But they're not eating anymore. They're not doing anything. They're just laying in the thing.
They don't know this either, though. That's the thing, right? They don't know how many people are left.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So they could be thinking like, that they and I really thought season 1 lasted X number of days, and I'm thinking, okay, season 2, people have clearly watched season 1, which they talk about watching season 1. They take the references they take from it, and I was shocked to see a lot more people made it a lot farther. But then the whole end game still happened pretty roughly around the same time as season 1 ended, and I was I was expecting this to last like longer. I have to say though, most of the people are going crazy about the isolation piece is what really gets to them, which I understand. So this whole concept of them not being alone, in my opinion, I feel without seeing it, you've already seen it, that it's got to last like 2 years or something. It should just keep going. They should still be living there, like multiple of them, because like that isolation piece does not exist anymore.
Well, that's the thing that keeps going on in my mind. So I looked the other day to see if there's a season 6, and there's not yet, but it's in production. And they point out that, you know, the longest that anyone's last out there is like almost 100 days.
So that's crazy. See, and I haven't seen, and that's a spoiler, but it's a spoiler I wanted to hear because I would not have thought that. Like, how can you not last 100 days when you know what it's for? Like,
right. Yeah, I think that's the most that anyone's gone is like that length. But I didn't really thought about that. They need to be recording season 7 right now too, because who knows, man? What if they do go out there and someone lasts like a year? Like your show is dead at this point.
Yeah,
you're gonna pay. You gotta like force them out or something.
And the one thing that really kind of frustrates me, though I will say the guy who won season 2 is the guy who I wanted to win season 2, so I was happy about that. And I wanted him to win from the beginning, and I'll tell you exactly why, or from near the beginning. And the exact reason why is most of these people are like, I came out here on a personal journey, a building journey. I'm happy with what I've done. Like, I can say that I've accomplished my goal. I'm gonna now give up.
But the people leave like that, it blows my mind. The only goal should be to fucking win.
Well, and that's the thing is, then the guy who actually won season 2, he goes at some point, and sorry guys, spoilers if you guys don't want to hear it. He's like, I want to quit. I don't want to be here, but I really need the money for my kids. I'm in this for the money. And I'm like, finally, a fucking honest person in this shit right now. Like, thank you for admitting that you're here for the money and not for some personal, I want to prove to myself I can do it. He's like, I want the fucking money. Like, give me the money, please.
This last season that I watched, like by season 5, everyone's just building a fucking log cabin, like from the start, basically. So it gets pretty wild in terms of like what they're doing as far as infrastructure goes. Jesus Christ, goddamn skeleton convention. So
as opposed to season 1 where everybody like was still in a 1x tent that their sleeping bags barely fit into.
Yeah. Like, they've convinced me, watching this last season, I'm convinced I could build a log cabin. I'm just super convinced. Like, watching one guy throw up a log cabin in 9 days, I'm like, okay, I couldn't do it in 9 days, but I could do what he did. I'm convinced I could do what he did.
I mean, some of it, honestly, didn't look that difficult.
I mean, they're basically just doing Lincoln logs is what they're doing.
Yeah, it's a matter of getting the right stuff. Like, getting the right length trees and stuff. There was one guy that pissed me off on season 2 though, because he knew he built his shelter too close to the water and it kept flooding, and he was like trying everything he could do to not move. And
I remember that. He fucking wakes up one morning and he's in a goddamn pond, basically.
It's like, how did you, for one, not know this was coming as a survival expert, and for two, his solution to it was to take his fishing net and turn it into a hammock so he didn't sleep in the water. It's like, you're not fishing anymore. Like, you're sleeping on your fishing net. Your food source has gone away.
I finished season Survivor, the God, what was that?
Super idol one, like, or everybody gets an idol.
12 fucking idols.
The Oprah idol, I guess we should call it. You get an idol. Yeah. You get, oh god.
I wasn't a big. The only thing that kind of got me interested is towards the end when dude's gotta like pick the urn for the finale or whatever, and he's like, you know, maybe I won't keep the immunity idol today, and I'll make fire to get the other dude out. That was the only moment where I was like, oh shit, this might get interesting, but then he didn't do it.
Yeah,
I did like that they finally had a tie at the finale. Like, whenever he started reading, Jeff's like, I'm gonna read the votes now. I was like, that shit's got to be a tie. It's got to be a tie. It's the only reason why they would do this.
And I called that same thing when that happened as well. Like, right when he starts reading the votes, I was like, oh my god, are they? But back in Survivor's roots, they used to do that.
I know. I thought, you know, maybe we're doing this again. But no. I mean, and you know what? There's no reason why they have to read the votes in LA. But like, they could still have the fucking live show and do the reunion and all that other bullshit. Like, why don't they read the votes right there on the island?
But let me ask you this. How stupid do you feel as you made it 39 days? You're in the top 3. You have a chance to win this thing. Read the votes right now, and I got none of them. It's a tie. Now my whole role went from being top 3 and wondering if I won for the next 9 months until the live show or whatever it is, to I am now a nobody, a loser who knows I lost and got to choose who won. And that fucking guy who won this, I will tell you that season was ruined for me completely because of the fact that I literally went to Google News one day early on, and I had watched it all,
about this,
and it popped up the name of the person who won. I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" And I tried to forget his name, and then the second I saw him on the first episode, like weeks later, we started watching this.
Yeah.
His name is just too uncommon. I was like, "Fuck, there he is."
Yep.
There's the winner.
Yeah,
and he
one of those names you're not just gonna forget.
He played up the social game to a. I can't say to a flaw because he won, so it's not to a flaw when it worked for your end goal, but to the point where it made me cringe watching it. I was just like, oh, come on, man. Like, you did this big speech at the end to make sure this one chick was on your side, and it happened to help you out because she ended up getting to cast the final vote. And that is the reason that dude won. And he knew exactly what he was doing to do that.
Yeah.
Which, like I said, I can't say it's a flaw because it was executed exactly like he wanted to execute it. It theoretically worked perfectly, but I just cringed when I watched it. I did. That was not a good season. The next season...
So the next season, you're saying, is really good,
as well as David
versus
Goliath. Yeah, so I think it was okay. There was a lot of new twists that get built in that you are going to love. Because there's new twists every time. There's some big, like, game-changing twists that are in there, which is pretty awesome.
Okay.
However, I read a bunch of news articles that talk about how just TV in general, the best thing on TV in the last 6 months was the Survivors, David versus Goliath. How it's like...
Everyone I know has been talking about this one like it's the best season of Survivor in all time.
I don't agree with that, but it was good. You're not going to be disappointed.
Okay,
but
I don't like the premise going into it. I already know I don't like, because like when they're talking about like this David versus Goliath, like even in the first episode, the way they're determining who's a David and who's a Goliath. I'm like,
God, the way yeah. If you seen the first episode, then
I've watched the first 3 episodes.
Okay, so you already you're not going to get any new surprises on the way they determine a tribe. Yeah, who became a David versus a Goliath? It's so arbitrary. You could have taken any of those people and made them on either tribe.
Right, that's what it felt like. Yeah,
that was it's just a gimmick to try to, like, you know, separate them in some weird, new and different way, which was dumb. You know, the next season starts like
next week. It starts pretty soon. Yeah,
next week, because they keep talking about how Kelly Wentworth is on it for the 3rd time. I don't know why people really care.
I don't even know who that is.
I'm
really bad with names, though.
Well, she was a chick that's been on it twice before. I think she was on it once.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll recognize her once I see her.
Yeah, she's a blonde. I think she was on it with her dad. Like, she was on that season that had, like, the family season as well, and she was on it with her dad.
I do know that whenever David vs. Goliath started, the one guy that was on Amazing Race, I was like, who the fuck is that guy? I know this guy. Do I know him in real life? Who is this guy?
I didn't.
And then finally they're like, hey, you were on Amazing Race, right? I was like, oh, that's where I know him from.
I don't remember the guy on Amazing Race. Maybe I just didn't pay attention to that.
Yeah. But anyway. Well, I guess we should call it good here. I don't know if we offend anyone today, but we'll try it harder next time.
I mean, there might be some people who don't like fire stations, or... You offended people by telling them that their mic choice is shitty quality.
Yeah, I lost Agio.
He's gone. Goodbye, Agio.
Sorry, Agio. Oh, all right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, everybody. See you.